Hey everybody, this is Ruslan and the INFAPORT-FINANCE channel. Today we're going to talk about how to save money on education without losing quality. In this video, I will talk about the different ways to get scholarships and grants, alternative study options, how to save money on educational materials, and where a student could get a part-time job. This topic is relevant to both students and their parents because saving for education helps to reduce the financial burden and make learning more affordable. Scholarships and grants are a great way to study for next to nothing. How to get them? You need to study hard, research all opportunities, prepare your documents thoroughly, apply on time, and of course, constantly improve yourself. Learn more about this in our video. Let's take a closer look. How to seek and receive financial support. Exploring the possibilities. Visit university websites and specialized resources that publish data on available scholarships and grants. Example: use resources such as scholarship.com. Tip: check back regularly for updates on the sites for new features. Document preparation. Gather all the necessary documents such as resumes, letters of recommendation, and motivational essays. Example: create a resume and letter template so they can be easily adapted for different applications. Tip: ask teachers and mentors to prepare letters of recommendation in advance. Timely submissions. Keep an eye out for application deadlines and don't procrastinate until the last minute. Example: use a calendar or app to track deadlines. Tip: start preparing your documents several months before your filing date. Skill improvement. Academic achievement and community involvement increase your chances of receiving financial aid. Example: join clubs and organizations that interest you. Tip: try to be active in volunteer projects and community activities. Examples and tips. Example: Masha received a grant to study abroad due to her excellent grades and active participation in school activities. Everyone knows that a degree is not the only path to knowledge. Online courses, certificates, self-education, local courses and workshops are just some of the alternatives that will help you gain knowledge without spending a lot of money. For more on this, check out our video. Online courses and self-study. Platforms like Coursera, edX, and Udemy offer quality courses from top universities and companies. Example: take a programming course on Coursera and get a certificate. Tip: regularly look for free or discounted courses, certificates and diplomas. Many online courses offer certificates and degrees that can be useful for your career. Example: a certificate in project management from edX helped Ivan find a new job. Tip: collect certifications on topics that interest employers in your industry. Self-education. Use free resources such as YouTube, blogs, and online libraries for self-study. Example: learn the basics of graphic design on YouTube. Tip: create a schedule for self-study and stick to it. Local courses and workshops. Find out about free or low-cost courses and workshops in your city. Example: attend free photography workshops at your local art center. Tip: keep an eye out for announcements on social media and websites in your city. Examples and tips. Example: Katya took a marketing course on Udemy and immediately put the knowledge into practice, which helped her increase her income. Search for free seminars and webinars. Many organizations and companies offer free seminars and webinars on a variety of topics. Example: you can find free events on sites like Eventbrite or Meetup on topics that interest you. Tip: sign up for professional society and company newsletters to stay up to date on upcoming free events. Participation in professional communities. Join professional associations and communities that often organize free training events for their members. Example: associations such as PMI or HR clubs regularly offer free webinars and seminars for their members. Tip: actively participate in community discussions and events to maximize the benefits and new knowledge. Utilization of online resources. Platforms like Coursera, edX, and Khan Academy offer many free courses and webinars. Example: You can take a free course on programming basics on Coursera and get a certificate. Tip: regularly check the available courses and choose those that match your professional interests. Examples and tips. Example: Maria regularly attends free marketing webinars and applies what she has learned to her work. Tip: make a professional development plan and include participation in free seminars and webinars. Online conferences. Search for online conferences. Due to advances in technology, many conferences are now held online and can be free or cheaper than face-to-face events. Example: IT conferences are often online and accessible to a wide audience. Tip: use sites like Conference Alerts to find online conferences on topics that interest you. Registration and participation. Register for the online conference in advance to get access to materials and recordings of the talks. Example: registering for an online project management conference gave Ivan the opportunity to listen to lectures from leading experts. Tip: plan your time to participate in the live sessions and ask questions of the speakers. Networking and socializing. Use online conferences to connect with professionals in your industry. Example: Olga met potential employers and colleagues at an online HR technology conference. Tip: be active in chats and discussions to make useful connections and share experiences. Examples and tips. Example: Alexei participated in an online cybersecurity conference and gained valuable knowledge that helped him in his work. Tip: write down important points and ideas so you can use them later for your professional development. Refresher courses. Choosing the right courses. There are many continuing education courses available to help you improve your professional skills. Example: project management courses offered by PMI help you improve your management skills and earn international certifications. Tip: choose courses that align with your career goals and interests. Online and offline formats. Courses can be either online or offline. Online courses are often cheaper and more convenient for working professionals. Example: Svetlana took an online financial analysis course on Udemy, which improved her professional skills. Tip: use platforms like Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and Udemy to find online courses. Use of corporate programs. Many companies offer professional development programs to their employees and pay for training. Example: the company where Dimitri works pays for his tuition for his MBA course. Tip: check with your employer about professional development opportunities and available corporate programs. Examples and tips. Example: Anna took a digital marketing course and got a promotion at work because of her new knowledge and skills. Tip: update your knowledge and skills regularly to stay competitive in the job market. Examples and tips: personal professional development plan. Create a personal professional development plan that includes participation in workshops, webinars, conferences, and continuing education courses. Example: Irina's professional development plan includes attending 2 webinars per month and attending 1 conference per quarter. Tip: regularly review and update your plan to keep it in line with your current professional goals. Search for free resources. Utilize all available free resources for professional development. Example: Peter uses free webinars and online courses to continually improve his skills. Tip: create a list of resources and platforms that offer free educational materials and check them regularly for new courses. Active participation in professional communities. Join professional societies and actively participate in their events. Example: Olga is actively involved in the HR community and attends all of its free events. Tip: utilize social media and professional platforms like LinkedIn to find and participate in community events. Regular updating of skills. Regularly update your knowledge and skills to keep up to date with the latest trends and changes in your industry. Example: Ivan takes advanced training courses every year to stay competitive in the labor market. Tip: keep up with news and trends in your professional field and constantly learn new things. Who says you can't save money on textbooks? Use textbooks, ebooks, libraries, joint purchases, promotions, and discounts. These are just a few ways to save on educational materials. Share useful tips in our video. So to elaborate, use textbooks. Buy used textbooks from senior courses or special platforms. Example, buying textbooks on Avito saved Peter half of his budget. Tip, make arrangements in advance with alumni to purchase their textbooks. E-books. Many textbooks are available in electronic format, which is often cheaper than print. Example, download the electronic version of the textbook and read on your tablet or laptop. Tip, look for free or heavily discounted e-books. Libraries. Utilize university and city libraries to access needed materials. Example, regular visits to the library helped Marina save money on buying expensive books. Tip, make a list of books and materials you can borrow from the library. Co-buying. Organize with classmates to buy textbooks and other materials together. Example, a group of students jointly purchased instructional materials, splitting the cost among themselves. Tip, create a messenger group to discuss and plan collaborative shopping. Promotions and discounts. Keep an eye out for promotions and discounts at stationery and educational supply stores. Example, buying stationery on promotion at the beginning of the school year helped Alexei save a significant amount of money. Tip, sign up for store newsletters to stay up to date on promotions and discounts. Examples and tips. Example, Olga found several free e-textbooks in open educational resources. He who seeks will always find. Tutoring, freelancing, internships, campus work, seasonal work, these are just a few options of part-time jobs for students. Share useful tips in our video. So, let's take a closer look. Ideas for students. If you are knowledgeable in a subject, offer your services as a tutor. Example, Anton teaches math to school children and makes good money at it. Tip, advertise your services through social media and classified sites. Freelancing, web design, programming, copywriting. Freelancing offers many opportunities for students. Example, Daria makes money from freelancing by designing websites for small businesses. Tip, create a profile on freelancing platforms like Upwork or Freelancer. Internships, find a paid internship in your field to gain experience and earn money. Example, Victor did an internship at a large company and received a job offer. Tip, look for internships through your university's career centers and professional networks. Campus work. Many universities offer students part-time jobs on campus, in libraries, cafeterias, or administrative offices. Example, Catherine works in the student library and earns a steady income. Tip, contact your university's administrative office for job openings. Seasonal work. In the summer or during vacations, you can find seasonal work, such as in tourism or retail. Example, Ivan worked as a tour guide over the summer and earned money for the next school year. Tip, look for seasonal jobs in advance so you can choose the best fit. Examples and tips. Example, Maria combines her studies with her work as a barista and earns extra income. You know what else you can save money on? Housing. Consider renting an apartment with your classmates. Not only is it cheaper, but it's also more fun. Student dormitories are also a great option, as they tend to be more affordable. And of course, don't forget the home economics tricks. For example, cooking at home can help you save a significant amount of money compared to eating in cafes and restaurants. More useful tips on this topic can be found on our blog. Let's take a closer look. Savings on housing and living expenses, renting with classmates. Split your apartment rent with your classmates to keep costs down. Example, a group of students rent an apartment together and pay less in rent than if they rented individually. Tip, look for housing close to the university to save money on transportation. Student dormitories. Living in a hostel is often cheaper than renting an apartment. Example, living in a dormitory helped Sergei save a significant amount of money during his studies. Tip: consider living in student housing if it is available. Homemade household tips: use simple household tricks to save money on groceries and utilities. Example: co-cooking with roommates helped students reduce food costs. Tip: buy groceries in bulk and prepare meals a few days ahead. Примеры и советы. Example: a group of students created a cleaning duty schedule to maintain order and save money on cleaning services. Financial literacy and budget planning. It's like a compass and map in the world of finance. Keeping a budget allows you to keep your finger on the pulse of income and expenses, and planning helps you avoid unnecessary spending. As they say, a penny saves a penny. Avoiding debt is the key to financial stability. You will find examples and tips on these topics in our previous issues. Let's take a closer look. How to manage your finances. Budget maintenance. Create and follow a personal budget to control your income and expenses. Example: Alexei uses an app to keep a budget and always knows how much money he has. Tip: use apps like Mint or YNAB to keep a budget. Expense planning. Plan your expenses in advance to avoid unnecessary spending. Example: Marina plans her expenses for the month in advance and sets aside money for important purchases. Tip: create a prioritized spending list and follow it. Debt avoidance. Try to avoid debts and loans to avoid increasing your financial obligations. Example: Joseph prefers to save money and avoids using credit cards. Tip: if you need to take out a loan, carefully study the terms and choose the most favorable offers. Examples and tips. Example: Olga created a savings plan and after 1 year was able to save for a study trip. Friends, your opinion is very important to us. What ways do you use to save money on tuition? Share your success stories in the comments, and we also offer interactive challenges and prizes for your participation. Your feedback helps us get better. And of course, we always welcome your advice. So, let's take stock. Today we broke down how to save money on housing, talked about financial literacy and budgeting, and the importance of feedback. Hopefully, these tips will help you keep costs down and make education more affordable. If you liked this video, give it a like, subscribe to the INFAPORT Finance channel, and share your ways to save money on education in the comments. Don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss new episodes. Thanks for watching. See you soon. That was Ruslan.